And right here at our microphone in the lobby of the Paramount Theater, I have the author of the screenplay of A Star is Born, Mr. Moss Hart, and his very beautiful wife, Kitty Carlisle, who has a curtain problem tonight, haven't you, Kitty?
Well, I'm in a terrible hurry to get to the Broadhurst Theater to ring up the curtain on Anniversary Waltz, and I'm furious because I can't see A Star is Born. And I hear it's the most exciting picture that's ever been done, and Judy is at her topmost best.
That is show business, though, where the wife goes off to one theater to be on stage and the husband sits in the audience of another watching his movie on screen. Moss, I'd like to ask you, in show business, which is more exciting, the birth of a star or the rebirth?
Well, I suppose the rebirth of a star, really. I don't know why that should be. I've never been in at the birth of a star. Have I? I don't think I have, no. And I wouldn't exactly call this Judy's rebirth. I suppose most people are calling it this, but Judy is one of the most gifted women, well, most gifted anything I've ever known in a long show business career.
When you wrote the screenplay for A Star is Born, did you know that Judy was the star?
Oh, indeed.
Uh-huh.
They couldn't have afforded my salary otherwise.
You watched a star reborn, really, in your Lady in the Dark on Broadway with Gertrude Lawrence. And I wonder, is there any similarity there between Gertrude Lawrence and Judy Garland?
Yes, there is. Ellen Terry said this once, and actually, it's true of Judy, and it was true of Gertie. It's that little something extra.
This must be Judy coming, huh? Moss, take over and narrate this.
I'll get away. Judy Garland is here. You don't want me.
Oh, Moss, wait, I do want you. I'd like you to come here for one moment. Would you explain, Moss, the line that you have written in A Star is Born that explains a star and the
That
role
little
of a star?
something extra.
And that's from Moss Hart.
Moss!
Hello,
Judy, how are you?
I'm fine, darling. How are you?
A
Nice
kiss
to
from
see
Judy
you.
Garland. Where this microphone is leading all across the country.
Really?
On an NBC network
I've
show.
never
A tribute to you.
Oh, darling. I hope I deserve it. I've never been so happy, and I think feeling that I'm back in New York is the best feeling in the world. Palace Theater isn't far away from here, you know. You're looking very pretty tonight.
Judy, you are sensational in red satin with a red sequined hat on top. Look,
Sid?
and Sid Luft, your husband. Hi, Sid, how are you? Look, Judy, can you concentrate for one moment on this question? Of all the people who have helped you the most, to whom would you like to say thanks
My
tonight?
old man, Sid. I can't thank anyone but him. He produced the picture and did everything for me, and he's the one who deserves all the thanks. I have to be honest about it.
Has your daughter Liza seen it yet?
She's seeing it tomorrow afternoon.
Now, I wonder, Judy, what advice you would give her about show business and about going into it. Would you discourage her at all, or would you just say, go ahead and have a wonderful
I'd wait until
time?
she's a little bit older, though. She has to get through school first. She's here, and so is the little one.
She's here tonight?
No, not tonight.
Oh, no, I know she's in New
they're
York.
in New York.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do anything to discourage it, though. There are wonderful moments in
I
show business.
wouldn't discourage it, but I would advise her to wait a little while and go into it when she's a little older. Wouldn't you, darling?
Yes, I would.
But after all, you went into it when you were, what, all of
That doesn't make
12?
any difference. It's a marvelous night. I've never been more thrilled. I've never been more overwhelmed than tonight.
Judy, there have been discouraging moments in your career. When you were very young and you auditioned, didn't you, many times?
Yes.
When you were a young little girl and a singer?
Yes.
And weren't you ever discouraged then?
Oh,
Didn't
I've
you
been
want
discouraged lots of times, so that doesn't mean a thing. Tonight's the most wonderful thing to think of.
A Star is Born. Thank you very much, Judy Garland.
Thank you, Jinx, darling.
Thank you, Sid.
Thank you, Jinx.
And I'm dying to see the picture. Can't wait. Everybody wants Judy. Well, if you could only imagine what's happening, maybe Mr. Television, Milton Berle, can help me describe it. Milton, would you?
Oh, this is murder. Ruth, come over here. Right now, I haven't got a shirt on and I haven't got a tie on. They have ripped everything off. They thought I was Sid Luft just now. Well, I can reason with the people that are in the lobby here for being so excited and so noisy and everything about this great appearance of Judy.
I think if this were television, people could understand a little bit better the complete excitement and bedlam that's going on here. But every balcony of the Paramount Theater has about 4 rows of people overhanging into the lobby, and they all wanted to greet Judy, and they all wanted her to look up at them and say hello, didn't they?
Jinx, I don't think we can blame the audiences because they love her so much, and they do not realize that they do get a little hustle-bustle and out of line, but it's just the enthusiasm that they have for her.
Milton, you've been in show business many more years than Judy. And I wonder if you can tell us, this movie is A Star is Born.
Yes.
And in the life of every star, there are ups and downs. I wonder if you can tell us about a low moment. Have you had...
A low moment?
Yeah.
Well, there's been quite a few low moments in my career. I think I've made about 5 comebacks, as we would say. I was on the floor 5 times for the count of 9. And that's when I had my ups and downs back in days of vaudeville, when I played the Gus Sondheim in the Fantasia circuit, and back in the Orpheum circuit, and B.F. Keith circuit, and Lowe's circuit, where I flopped in many cities, and I was canceled, and I was taken out, and I was reborn again, and then on television, I was kind of lucky on television. But there did come a time, even in television, over this very wonderful network, that we had to make a change at one certain time because we had our ups and downs on the viewer's standpoint of wanting to have the program changed. Do you know what I mean?
Did you hear Moss Hart say that a star? He explains it in the movie A Star is Born in his dialogue.
Right.
A star is that little something extra. Would you say that that's what Judy Garland has?
Well, no, I have known Judy Garland for quite a number of years. I remember her name was Gum, and I remember singing at the old Hollywood restaurant as an audition once with NTG quite a few years ago. And I happened to be master of ceremonies on the stage on the floor at the time. All that screaming here is not for me. This is for Johnny Ray. He just came in. I think he's crying. I don't know why he's crying. Maybe because he's not in the picture. But I just want to say one thing about Judy Garland. I do not believe that a star is reborn tonight. There's not a rebirth of a star. I think that quality and talent will never go out of style. And that's the answer to Judy Garland.
Milton Berle, thank you very much. Nice to have seen you and Ruth. Let's see if we can get Johnny Ray over to the microphone. Johnny?
Oh, it's good to see you again, Jinx. Have you ever seen any excitement like this before?
No, and Judy Garland said it was the most exciting night of her
Jinx,
life.
have you ever met my date tonight, Miss Georgia?
I certainly have. Hi. We'll have to lower the microphone for Georgia just a tiny bit.
I'll get on my film.
Listen, Johnny and Georgia, what do you think of Judy Garland? How would you describe her talent?
Well,
Georgia?
I can say that I'm just her, as a singer, I am her #1 fan. I always say that it's really, I don't think they make a talent like Judy's very often, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful evening to have a chance to see this great talent.
I must admit myself, Jinx, that I've already seen the film once out in California. And when they build a picture, the most eagerly anticipated picture of our time, it certainly is true, because it's a wonderful, wonderful picture, and it's a real triumph for Judy.
There is no business like show business fits in here, and that's the name of the movie that you have made, isn't it, Johnny?
That's right.
Coming up.
It's been awfully nice talking to you, Jinx.
Thank you very much, Johnny Ray and Georgia Gibbs, and here's Miss Elsa Maxwell. Elsa, how would you classify Judy in your list of aristocracy? Would she be a duchess? Would she be a princess or a queen?
More than that. She's the top. She was born on the top of the rainbow. And I think she drew herself up by being a typical American girl, where some of the others are tropical American girls. You see what I mean? She didn't have to be posed on a calendar with a very few clothes on. She didn't have to be very, very sexy. She was a human girl. She's wonderful, and I love her to death, and I've known her all my life.
I suppose in any of your fabulous parties, Elsa, all over the world, you would include Judy Garland as a very special guest.
She's always sung for me whenever I've asked her.
Has she really?
And she's the top.
Thank you very much, Elsa Maxwell, for stopping by here. You who are in your 71st year.
I am, isn't it awful?
And have seen stars come and go.
But this is the greatest girl we have. And she's a really typical American girl. That's what we want. No sex, no nonsense, no naked calendar pictures, nothing like that. She's
Just
the real
talent.
thing. That's right. That's much better.
Thank you very much, Elsa Maxwell. Well, you've heard Johnny Ray and Georgia Gibbs and Moss Hart and Killy Carlisle and, of course, Judy Garland right here at our microphone tonight in the lobby of the Paramount Theater. And right now, this is Jinx, and we return you to Best of All and Kenneth Banghart.